Welcome to this Masterclass Explainer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the underlying architecture of employee engagement and retention in modern hospitality operations. Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. Our learning journey today is going to cover 5 core areas: the Hospitality Retention Challenge, engagement as the psychological bridge, authentic employer branding, fulfilling employee needs, and finally, the virtuous cycle. Let's get right into it. Section 1, the Hospitality Retention Challenge, where we'll be navigating some tough industry realities. We really aren't just dealing with standard corporate turnover here, you know? Hospitality has these intense industry amplifiers. Just think about the demanding working conditions, those long hours on your feet. Then you have the sheer unpredictability of seasonal fluctuations, plus an immense global labor mobility where top talent can literally just cross borders for a new opportunity. All of these factors combine to make baseline retention exceptionally difficult in our sector. So often, the immediate reaction is to just throw money at the problem, right? But here's the reality. A paycheck alone won't insulate you from the demanding conditions of a luxury resort. Even with highly competitive compensation, disengaged staff will simply walk out the door. Genuine engagement, on the other hand, builds this remarkable resilience. Engaged staff actually adapt to those intense seasonal shifts, and they actively choose to build long-term careers with you. Moving on to Section 2, engagements as the psychological bridge, connecting basic employment to true loyalty. Think of basic employment simply as the foundation. It's really just a transaction, time for money. Engagement, though, that's the psychological bridge. It's the crucial link that transforms a purely transactional job into deep emotional loyalty to the organization. In fact, educational perspectives, like those from right here at the Europe Hotel School, position this very bridge as absolutely the most sustainable retention strategy available today. Section 3, authentic employer branding. This is all about aligning your promise with reality. Let's look at a truly critical risk factor here: the lived experience gap. Your employer branding essentially reflects how current and potential employees perceive your hotel. Now, a strong brand aligns perfectly with the lived employee experience. But when there's a disconnect, when that glossy recruitment brochure completely contradicts the chaotic reality behind the front desk or back in the kitchens, well, trust is broken and your turnover is going to instantly spike. But when you actually get this alignment right, the results are incredibly powerful. Engaged employees naturally become your absolute best brand ambassadors. In hospitality, your team's attitude directly influences online reviews, word-of-mouth referrals, and your entire social media narrative. Suddenly, your retention strategy transforms into your most powerful recruitment tool. Section 4, fulfilling employee needs. Here we're contrasting rational versus emotional drivers. To actually build that psychological bridge we just talked about, your retention strategies absolutely have to address 2 distinct drivers. First up, we have the rational needs, things like competitive compensation and basic benefits. Now, these are non-negotiable. They're exactly what gets talent through the door in the first place. But the true drivers of long-term loyalty, those are the emotional needs. We're talking about recognition, growth, fairness, and a real sense of purpose. As future leaders, it's your daily interactions with your team that fulfill these emotional drivers, especially when times get tough. Finally, Section 5, the virtuous cycle, sustaining excellence and reputation. Now, before you can achieve this virtuous cycle, you have to know exactly where you stand. Tracking engagement and retention allows organizations to spot flight risks early on. You'll want to rely on 3 vital feedback metrics for this: exit interviews, engagement surveys, and, importantly, stay interviews. These provide unparalleled insights. However, there is a vital caveat here. Gathering this data only builds trust if the feedback actually leads to visible, tangible action from leadership. When you do take that visible action, you trigger an incredible progression. Fostering genuinely engaged employees leads directly to longer tenure and reduced turnover. And because your experienced team is staying in place, your service quality naturally strengthens. Your guests will literally feel the difference of a stable, happy team. Ultimately, the reputation of your exceptional service and your authentic culture attracts more like-minded talent, which feeds right back into the beginning. This is the true virtuous cycle of organizational stability. We've covered the critical transition from mere employment to deep loyalty and the operational strategies you need to actually sustain it. So I want to leave you with this final thought to reflect upon. As a future hotel leader, how will you bridge the gap between your brand promise and the daily lived reality of your team? The answer to that question is what will define your success in the modern hospitality industry. Thank you so much for joining this Masterclass Explainer on employee engagement and retention. Keep learning, and we really look forward to seeing the positive impact you're going to make in your future properties.